Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy Afolabi and my channel is Bead and Sew with Andy. So today I'm going to show you some sewing tips that can help you in your tailoring career, that is ironing cloth. Ironing cloth may sound so little, but it is very important and vital, because that is that will tell on your finishing, your packaging, your presentation, how you are. So it's very vital that we pay attention to ironing cloth. It is generally believed that it is a new trainee that's supposed to iron clean cloth. What is your take on that? But before then, a new trainee may not know the how to cross your T and dot all your I's. So because it is during this ironing that you cut some excessive thread that you didn't cut while you are sewing, it is on this ironing stage that you discover there are some mistakes you've made. There is mistake I made that by turning one sleeve at the wrong side, and I fixed it already. It was when I was ironing that I discovered I have to correct such a mistake. So there are a lot of things you discover when you are ironing before your cloth gets to your clients. So it is very important. So that is why it is good for a well-trained trainee to iron clean clothes, that you have shown how to iron, because there's a big difference between iron cloth that you wear casually on a day-to-day basis than ironing a newly sewed cloth. Because if you didn't iron properly, your cloth will not turn out to be good. It will not be well tailored. It will not look well tailored and professional. You may show it very well, you may tailor it good, but if you didn't iron it, that means you miss a salt in the soup. That is how I can put it. So salt is very little, but if you miss a salt in the soup, you know how it will taste. That is how, if you under iron, over iron, or you never iron your project, that is how it make your work to look. So it's good for us to package well, for our packaging to be presentable and professional, well tailored, and look good. So with that on mind, I'm going to show you some tricks that have helped me along the line. So let's go to sewing table. So as I have said, this is A-line dress I just finished sewing. So to iron it, after you finish sewing it, you first iron all the seam. All the seam should be iron flat. So I just open the side seam and lay it flat on the table. So now, if you have some cloth that is not iron friendly, you can use paper towel. Yeah, you had me right, paper towel. Instead of looking for a cotton material, you can use paper towel. This has worked so well for me. So if it worked well for you, good. But if it doesn't work, please stick to what works for you. So you just place a flat paper towel on the place you want to iron flat, and just give it a steam. Give it a steam. You can see how the side seam is laying flat. So you are going to iron it flat up to when you get to armhole level, armhole point. You are going to steam iron it nicely till when you get it this way. So I'm going to turn to my sleeve line. This is my sleeve line. So I'm going to lay the line flat and iron flat. That is the armhole cuff. I'm going to lay it flat and iron flat. So now I'm going to turn to the other side of the seam and do the same. So after I've done the same and iron it to the up to the armhole point, I'm going to go back to the neckline point, because I use piping. You can see it is at this ironing stage that you see excess thread that you have not cut, that you cut it off. It's at this ironing stage you see some mistake. There was one mistake I make in the cloth, that is in the sleeve. I turn it on the wrong side and feel it was at this ironing stage I saw it. If it is a new trainee, she may not pay attention up to that extent to be able to detect such a mistake. So you have to package very well. You have to package very well. Your package and finishing product speak volumes about who you are, about your work, about how you value what you do. So we should not play with what we do, because it gives impression of who we are and how our work is to our clients. So now this is the neckline. This is the neckline. You make sure you iron it flat. You make sure you iron your neckline flat and nice. You can see how nice the neckline is looking now. You can see how nice the neckline is looking. So now I want to iron the armhole area. So this is my tailor hand. If you don't know how to make one, there's a video. I'll put the link in the comment section of this video, so that you'll be able to watch it and make one. It's very, very important in ironing the cuff area, like the armhole, your breast cut, and whatever cut you have. So you lay it like this. This is the armhole line. You place your iron on it and iron it flat. You iron it round. You turn it to the other side. You can see this is the joining of the armhole to the sleeve area. So the tailor hand gives you the opportunity to insert it into any cuff and make the cuff as if it is straight. You'll be able to give it a nice seam, so that at the end of the day your work will come out nice and well tailored. You can see this is the shoulder line. This is the shoulder line. I've put it on the hand, on the tailor hand, and I've flattened it nicely. I turn it to the armhole side this way. I turn it to the armhole side and do the same. So this is the round sleeve. I inserted the tailor hand and iron it nicely. So I'm going to do the same to the other side of the sleeve, then I will show you. So this is the zipper side. I've turned it to the wrong side. So I'm going to iron the zipper flat. I'm going to steam iron it flat on the wrong side. So I'm going to iron it up to the hemline. Onto the hemline. So you can see how nicely our A-line dress is turning. You can see the side seam is relaxing. Once you have ironed it flat, both sides, by the time you fold it this way, it will relax so well. And if it did not relax so well, you just need touch up. By the time you just put iron there, it will just go flat. So please try and make your work and your packaging to be so nice and presentable, so that your work will be well tailored and professional. So the next tip I'm going to show you is, as you see this lacy material, it has a lot of beads and somehow stone. So how can you remove it? Because bead and stone can break our needle. It delays our work. It makes our work to slow down when your needle is breaking and you are changing needle. When you are changing needle, after changing needle, you find out that the sewing is not the stitch is not as usual before you change the needle. How can you avoid all this to make you work faster? So you have to buy a cutter. A cutter is you can get it in a craft shop. Those is used by those who make bead. So if you have the challenges of this type of beads, there are so many, they are stone, they are beads, but if it is this type of bead that used to have pin at the back, you can see this one has pin at the back. So I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to show you how to take this off. So how do you do that? So you can either go on the right side or on the wrong side. If you want to go on the right side, you are going to exert pressure on the wrong side this way and use your cutter and grab the bead and pull it out. You can see where I'm grabbing it and it's pulling. You can see, and be mindful of your pin. Don't just drop it on the floor. You drop it and dispose it safely, because it hurt badly if you match it with your bare foot. So you save it somewhere so that you'll be able to dispose it properly so that it doesn't hurt anyone. If it is you want to go by the wrong side, you apply pressure on the right side on the bill and make sure you grab the pin at the wrong side and pick it up. You can see it's already picked up. So by this, you will be able to remove your pin and your bead nicely and without damaging your fabric. You can see how nicely it has removed it without no damage. You can see. So if you find these tips helpful, kindly share, subscribe to my channel for more tips. So for my new subscriber, I say welcome, I say thank you. For my old subscriber, I say thank you for staying by me. I appreciate you all. For those who are viewing my channel and haven't subscribed, I beg you, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button now, because you are going to learn a lot of tips and tricks that have helped me a lot in my sewing career in my channel. So stay safe and take care of yourself. Bye bye. See you in my next video.